I don't know why I thought of last week's race when you did absolutely, like, crappy when you said you needed a Silverstone. Yeah, you would need a Silverstone.
Mhm. That should be pretty fun.
Yeah, no, Singapore is very eventful every single time. Um, I have high hopes for this today, especially with this grid. Everybody is getting a lot quicker in Div 2. I don't think you can deny that at all. Um, Compared to 2 seasons ago, when it was me and Rassam fighting for the championship, and there wasn't much going around on the grid compared to now. Everybody is so much quicker. So many of these guys can be Div 1 pace um, with a little bit of extra, practice and, getting better over time. And I think it's still very competitive for even being a second to 2 seconds off the pace. Uh, it is very, very, very tight.
Oh yeah.
And we're throwing Chuck E. Cheese applications. Yeah, Derek, you can do a lap, but you just have to take your quali ban. Same with Bolt. Bolt, if you want to do a lap and then invalidate yourself, go for it. Wet race,
All right. Got some movement. Got Fiber
wet
going out
race.
and Orion going out.
Savage.
Yeah.
Wet race.
Oh, that's gonna be really fun.
Um,
Just take it easy,
um.
everybody.
All right, enters poll. Let's go take a look at who wants to spoil us or spoil themselves with an extra point here. Um, Static fiber. No, it's Ryan. Okay. So Ryan is going to be the first one to set a lap today. He will set the banker. For quali. I don't know. Forecast says 50% chance of rain as of right now, so there is a possibility it rains. I'm not 100% sure. So maybe the sooner the later to set a lap. Maybe that's Ryan's thoughts. So he will set the first lap on his debut in quali for RRL.
Hmm.
I'm excited to see this guy race. I think Rhino and Ryan and Cabbage, they raced each other. They are very similar pace. Ryan was a little bit quicker, so I think he can be in that top 5 for sure. Um, Depending on how much he's raced recently and how consistent he is since the last time I've seen him. So I'm excited to watch him race in the Williams, and I think this is a big character when it comes to Williams needing points. They're not doing the greatest, but here he goes.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on him. Round. And nailing those first few corners is actually pretty crucial, and especially coming through this entire first sector. If you mess up anything in this first sector, you're going to be down on time. So far, he's been fairly strong in this first sector. A little bit of a slide through the start of sector 2. I don't think anything he can really complain for. Stiggy's had a moment. Get him in. MNH has front wing damage on his outlap. So not too sure what's happened there. He's actually wasted that pair of softs.
Yeah.
So maybe a little unfortunate.
Ryan's car has been pretty stable so far.
Right behind is Lil Plays. So actually a couple of these guys have raced with each other. So Cabbage, Ready Rhino, Lil Plays, Alex Hansen, Derek. A bunch of these guys have raced together, so they have experience. As Ryan, 129.1, Lil Plays will be the next on softs. All the deploy used, he'll come up 7/10 short. There is a Haas. Ollie Matthews is just behind Lil Plays. Kick Sauber of AP is stuck behind a Haas on an Inters lap. I don't That might be interesting to look at. Thomas goes slower on the interstatic fiber. That's big for a guy like Thomas, who does have multiple inters poles captures. Cabbage goes P3. Derek goes quicker than Ryan. But Derek needs to validate himself. Cohen goes quicker by a tenth. Derek is just testing out his pace, mind you. He will invalidate himself, and he will DSQ himself because he has that quality man. And I would assume the same thing for Bolt, but Joshy on this Inter's pull lap goes about a tenth slower than Static Fiber, so I think Static Fiber will have it pretty squared away. Alex Hansen, where can he put his car? It'll be P5. Yeah, so Inter's pull will go to Static Fiber as we count down the time. So that's a Williams point 42. It's Static Fiber's first Inter's pull. So what can we expect coming into today, right? We have Joshy, who is in a marginal gap. Alright, he's a problem. I think this is known. He is a very quick driver. And his championship rival in give me a sec. In Frosties and MNH are 40, 50 points behind. I mean, it's
yeah,
a problem, this kid.
At this point, if I'm Josh, you got 4 races left to go. You got a sprint. I would just worry about just bringing the car home every race. Don't do anything aggressive. You have this title basically so far unlocked right now. So.
And rough outing last week because of a quali ban puts him to P11, so only getting a point. So it's a little bit rough, but you know, coming into this week, this is a very scary track where mistakes can be made, right? You're going side by side, you're racing, you're, you know, at the top of your game right now. I mean, you're one of the best drivers in this grid, right? If you make a mistake here and it sets you all the way to the back, your championship rival, if he has a good run, a good stint, that could be problematic because, like said, MNH is only 47 points behind. Friskies is 56, but he's not here. And then your next best is Lil Plays, who is also 56 points. He's tied with Frosties. He's P6 right now when we're talking constructor or driver standings. So that's a problem as well. And then it comes down to Rassam, who's not here. Chungus is not here. And then you jump all the way down to Thomas, who's 67 points behind, tied with Cohen, who's a reserve driver. So, yes, so many of those guys are not here today, but you still have to worry about the little few that are here. MNH, Lil Plays, and Thomas. And even potentially Cohen, who, yes, he may seem kind of far, but if you make a mistake, that gap closes very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Speak of MNH, he's finishing his lap now through the final 2 corners, long left-hander up to the line. He'll go up to P4, and it's a solid lap. Big thing we have to watch out for today is this line cutting. I think...
Look at that, Ferrari 5.6 as well, as Guliaz goes P6 on that lap.
Yes, and Ferrari, they are very strong when it comes to that midfield. I've seen it. Guliaz and Cabbage, these two are very similar in pace. I like to see them work together and be around each other. They have worked together numerous times, and it's very fun to watch. But they need to work together to get a little bit higher into those points, because right now they're in the mud. They're at the bottom of the constructors.
Oh, Little Plays around. Oh no.
And he got damage. What's happened there?
Yeah, front wing damage. He just lost it coming out of the exit of turn number 4. So he just got a little too greedy on the power and just lost it.
Oh, watch an AP come up to the line. He goes to P12.
It's a very tricky corner right there.
Static Fiber on an outlap. Thomas on an outlap. Stiggy is still not back. I don't think he wants to race in that rain, I can't lie. I think that's just a bias outlook from what I've seen. M&H comes back to the pits. Ollie Matthews. Is Guil on a lap? No. Is that Red Bull on a lap? No. Well,
They got
please.
Fiber and Thomas starting their laps. One thing to note is actually Thomas is actually really close behind Fiber, so that dirty air is probably not gonna be too ideal for his lap, but he's gonna get a pretty good slipstream though. So that is a positive out of this, but
And honestly, for a guy of Thomas's caliber, I don't think dirty air will hurt him too much, right? He's getting a lot better. He's involving himself in PSGL. He's on a he's just joined a team recently, from my knowledge. Yes, the dirty air is going to help him, but I think he's going to benefit more off of that slipstream. He knows how to handle the car in dirty air, race after race. I don't think it'll hurt him too much. So I would still watch out for this lap. It might be very good. And honestly, depending on how close he gets to static Fiber, it will be better than Fiber's lap. As Fiber is 4 seconds up. He's purple sector 2. We don't know how real that is. Thomas did not get purple. But here we come out and around through the final bits of chicane. Fiber is struggling on these tires. But he will look to improve. He'll go to P7. Thomas, like I said, P6. He did find a 10th and a half of improvement. I think Joshy is about to cross the line. He does. He goes to P9. That's interesting.
wow.
And then Ollie Matthews jumps Joshy. So, a little bit of a head scratcher. I literally just scratched my head. What's happened there? So, obviously, still a little bit of quali left, right? Not worried about it. But it's also a street track. Not a lot of people like street tracks. It's okay, but we will wait and see, right? We've got time. As I think that's Alex Hansen on a lap. Yep, Alex Hansen is purple sector 2. He's up 2.224. So he is improving. He's got a little bit of battery left, so you obviously want to use all of it. He will immediately get on that, out and around, flinging the car.
Likes the car through there, very
That's
nice.
P7, the
P7.
newly married man, up to P7. That's a fun fact for you there. Just came back from getting married, Alex Hansen, so props to him. He bagged a World Drivers' Cup in ARS, got married. I mean, two wins in a week. What can I say?
2 wins in a week. What a man. Congrats to him.
M&H was
He's gonna come back in.
on an outlap. So what's happened with M&H here? He keeps
I think
going
he
out
hit the
and
wall.
coming back
I think he
in.
hit the wall again.
Static Fiber in the pits. I think Thomas is in the pits. Ollie Matthews is gonna come into the pits.
I think Derek is trying to disqualify himself. I think that's what's going on there in the yellows.
Yeah, if any time it would be now, you pop a Yui if I'm Derek and just ESQ myself. There's nobody behind me. Now would be the time. I think he's gonna go for it here. Come on, kid, everybody's watching. He's got no front wing, so he's definitely tried something.
Yeah.
Pop a Yui, kid. Is he just gonna park it? Yeah. They're just gonna park it and wait the timeout. So, Derek will see himself to the back of the grid.
Oh, we got, looks like Ryan back on another outlap, or he's going to start his push lap now.
Yeah, and that promotes him up to P2, M&H to P3, Cabbage P4. So, all these promotions, and Derek sent himself out. Yep, he's seeing his way back to the pits. Stiggy is still not here. I don't think he wants to deal with the rain in the race. Yeah, he's completely offline. I don't think he wants to race in the rain. So,
But he call up Aru.
yeah, somebody's not gonna be happy. Stiggy, I mean, he's such a strong driver, but he picks and decides when and when he wants to race. So, I mean, purely up to him.
My knowledge I can give you is he says every track sucks unless it's the track he's good at.
And you can't really blame him. So I'm watching AP on a lap, and actually Ryan's ahead. He's up half a tenth. So Ryan, although he's about 3 and a half tenths down, 365. So a full year worth of time. He is.
Yeah, watching his onboard, that car is
Wow.
very, very front end planted.
Oh yes, and that's the way he likes to drive it. He's up 3.5 tenths, so he's got the 365 he needs. I think exactly is what he had there, and he's coming out and around. He will improve. He's gonna beat Cohen, but is this gonna be his final lap? He's come out very early.
Yeah, this most likely will be his final lap. Track Evolution can come in 3 minutes or so. Gonna be tight. Well, he'll go pole position.
He doesn't go
Oh
pole.
no, he does. He missed out. Wow.
Oh my, by 400ths, so he just barely.
The controller player, Cohen, still P1. What a goat. What a man.
Yeah, and then I'm going back to AP because he's on a lap, and he's actually just abandoned it. He's gonna go again. So not gonna have full battery. Static Fiber is gonna go, and then I think that's CLM. Yeah, it is. Joshy saying his lap felt decent, but it's only P11, maybe 2 to 3 tenths to find, but not a second. And then a little chip in from Derek saying Joshy is washed.
Yeah, this is not a great qualifying so far for the championship leader at the moment.
And here's a problem. If I'm ZLM, and I'm hoping these people get the frick out the way. There's the Alpine of Cohen getting out the way. Fair dues. He's getting a little bit of slipstream from Cabbage there. Cabbage ultimately gets out of the way, so ZLM is going to keep going to improve. Everybody getting out of the way.
Yeah, I got another Ferrari up there. He'll get out of the way for him.
But that rear end looking really loose on this V-carb. He lost it a little bit on the exit. He's going to lose a little bit of time there. I'm not too worried about ZLM. He's very strong when he needs to be. Even if his quali isn't his strong suit, his race pace and his luck from time to time normally is fairly good. He actually loses a little bit of the rears there.
Yeah, speaking of that corner, Fiber also ran out wide there as well.
And I'll jump up front with him. Actually, we'll jump up with AP as he's finishing his lap. He's coming to a conclusion as Jody starts his lap. And this is the final stint. This is the final run. AP goes wide.
Oh, man, not ideal.
And it's not going to improve. Static Fiber actually aborts his lap. ZLM goes through, out and around. Where can he find? It'll be P12.
P12. Alrighty, so we got Cabbage starting an out lap. I think that is Cohen who's starting an out lap, or is that ZLM?
It's Cohen into Cabbage. I think it's a lot. So it's Jody into. Actually, I'm gonna check around because I think Thomas is on a lap. Yeah, Thomas is on a lap.
Yeah, there's
But Cohen is too.
I'm not sure if MNH might make it.
I think
he
might
close. Make it.
I think
he's gonna have to start pushing here now.
Well, if you think M&H isn't gonna make it, what about Joshy?
Yeah, there's no way Joshy is gonna make this line. This has not been the greatest of days.
And I'm watching
for the young Brit.
And Thomas
got 10 seconds left.
Thomas is the final one across the line. I think Joshy is just gonna make it. I think he's got it cut out for him.
Thomas gonna make it.
P3. Joshy,
he makes it
just barely. He's got a second left. You're cutting it real close there, kid. We'll pop on down to Jody. He is through the final corners. A little bit of a moment on the curb there. That's not what you want. You don't want to bite that curb at all because you can lose the car fairly easily there. Out and around. Jody up to the line. It'll be P8.
P8. Fiber and Gulia is behind.
Fiber pushing, but Guil is very close behind. Guil is going to be very upset.
Oh, he hit the wall.
So I'm going to check Fiber
but
here.
Fiber, it's going to be P4. Guil goes P8.
P8, ZLM.
Cohen
goes quicker. Does Cabbage improve? Cabbage P4.
We have
Alex Hansen.
Out
and around. What
we
can
have
he do?
Alex sure into Ollie Matthews.
Hey, Joshy's crashed. Joshy's crashed.
Joshy, oh no. Alex Hansen goes 7th.
And Joshy's went straight on. Oh no.
Oh no. What about Ollie Matthews now? I can't see much of.
He's up half a second. He's gonna be on a 29-1. He might be P4. It'll be P3. Down to M&H.
He found 3/10, I believe, in that middle sector, so he's found some time.
M&H, what
I
can he
think it's
find? It'll be
goes
P2!
P2.
It's an Alpine front low row lockout. Can Thomas have anything to say? I don't think he will. And
No, he's
everybody,
backed out. Yeah.
and what's happened with Joshi? He went straight on and he ended up in the wall. So from last week quali ban to preemptively putting himself in a quali ban spot in this race, and it's Singapore. How are you gonna overtake on this track?
He's gonna have some rain. It's gonna be his best friend there for a minute, but oh man.
And that's gonna be this is you're gonna have a brilliant drive to be able to do anything. Cohen MNH front row lockout on debut. Ryan, P3. I think that's an exceptional
Great
debut
lap. Oh yeah.
um, lap. Ollie Matthews second race P4. Thomas P5. Now imagine what that Haas team could do if they were together next season. Spoiler, they are both signed to Aston moving forward. Cabbage, Static Fiber, Low Plays, Alex, and then Guil rounds up our top 10.
Man, Aston making moves right now.
Aston is making moves, and I really like that team. I like those two together. If if I'm Haas, I'm
Got have
maybe
really good chemistry, those two do.
yeah, and if I'm
Oh,
Haas,
that's full wets. That is full wets if I've ever seen it.
I think it is. I think it's gonna be rough. I
This
don't
is gonna be very exciting.
and I'm not sure exactly. It's wet
Rain
to
is
dry, from what I'm being
what's it right?
told.
Yeah. Singapore is a track where it tends to usually rain in a random session, so Div 1 could also be the same thing later tonight. Could it not be as well? Who don't know. Singapore has always been a thriller, I feel like. Every year we've come here. So
Wet race with dry setup. Um,
not sure how I feel about that, but make some quick adjustments on your car for the wet.
so that's another question. Who's on what setup, right? Because if it's wet the entire race and you're on a dry setup, what's gonna happen? Right? I'm thinking to a guy like maybe Cohen. Cohen's on a dry setup. I have that insider info. He might have a horrible time here early. And what do you think about, you know, your strategy? What if M&H is on a wet setup? Do you just let him go and maybe like you just do your race obviously, but are you gonna hold up the rest of the grid for your teammate? Or are you gonna
Yeah,
try to keep first place and pace yourself out as Stiggy joined? Um, didn't do quali and he's now joining
could be. I
very late.
mean, you know, I, it's with a wet setup. I mean, Singapore has always been a high downforce track, so I think maybe upping the front wing is probably going to happen.
I can see that happening a lot. I don't think you want to touch. You can't touch the rears right now, actually. But once you go into that pit, and maybe it does dry up a little bit, you can tick down the wing a little bit. My other question:
Yeah,
who's going inters?
yeah.
And
There's going to be some people going inters, and I believe we have Guliaz on
Guli
inters. We
has
have Joshi on
Joshy.
inters. So
So
we have
some,
two drivers right now: the Ferrari and the McLaren.
but you need to make big moves like that, right? You need to be risky. You need to, absolutely have these ideas to, um, just you need to make moves. But
Oh yeah.
it's obviously if inters don't work and that it doesn't dry quick enough, you're in them. You're absolutely shafted. And I'm still watching a couple people switch. Ollie Matthews went to Inters. Cohen went to Inters.
Yeah, I think going to Inters actually might be the best call.
And Joshy told me his excuse was being on ACC all day. So
Oh, the young lad is learning how to drive a GT3 car.
Alex Hansen goes Inters. So I think you saying Inters might be the best decision
I
is
think Inters is the way to go, I think personally, because I don't have the radar popped up, but I think Inters could be the smart way to go in these conditions. You will be slow at first, but once the rain lightens down, they will be very, very quick. So it depends on how much water is on the racetrack as well. So
yeah, and you gotta think team strategy. I'm looking down the line of people who are in calls together. You have the RB team chat, including Cohen. So Cohen going back and talking with his old team, working with them. Ryan's with his team principal in a per. A per is spectating, um, which we fully allow because we don't have a full grid. Ollie Matthews and Thomas are working together. So there's a couple of guys who will work together, right? And there's a couple of guys who naturally work together fairly well, like M&H and Cohen. They're going to work together very well, even though they're not going to be in the same call. They do work together because they're teammates. Same thing with, say, Joshy and Bolt. They don't sit in a call together, but they work well together. Cabbage and Guil, they work together, but they don't sit in a call together. So there is a lot of different plays and things that happen. As I'm looking
oh
at the
yeah.
weather forecast, it's actually not telling me until this race starts, but it is pouring. It is
Yeah, it is
absolutely
down.
pouring.
It is. Yeah, I could not see how much it was pouring down at the pit lane, but it is downpouring right now here.
And if we take a look, I want to take a look at the tires. It's uh, we only have 6 drivers on Inters. The lead Alpines, so your front row, your 2 Haas's, and then a Ferrari and Guil and Joshy. Right, so this is very interesting because you don't know how well this line will form. You don't know how quickly it will. But yeah, I mean, looking at Cohen, he's just completely slid the rears. So yes, you're gonna have better tire wear on the Inters, but how quickly is that dry line gonna form? So within the first 3 or 4 laps, these guys are not gonna have any pace, any grip. And I could see a guy like Reddy Rhino moving through the order quickly. But Cabbage, Static Vibrator, Low Plays, and Alex, those guys who are the next best on wets, are stuck behind 4 guys who are on intermediates. If I'm Reddy Rhino, I'm trying to go as quickly as possible and get past these guys. Because if I do, I need to make up a pit stop worth of time so I can pit onto those inters once it gets drier.
Oh yeah.
But we will have to keep a watch on that. I'm being told heavy rain for 20 minutes. It's 91% rain right now.
Oh man. M&H getting those tires warmed up. Yeah, so I mean, you got your top 5. You got 2 Alpines, 2 Haas's, and 1 Williams up there. So both the McLarens starting 13th and 15th.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to watch here. Alex and Jody, they both DSQ. They both want good tires, right? I think if you're a guy like Joshy, yes, the inters are smart, but don't try and be a hero. Don't try and make moves. You're at the back. Just let everything happen, right? If you try and make moves and get damaged, you're gonna be in big trouble. Besides the point, we are here. We're going the Singapore Grand Prix, and it's lights out, and away we go, and it's a great start from Cohen and M&H. Cabbage is up in a P5. This is amazing.
Someone's around. Derek, I think Derek
Joshy,
pinned it.
Joshy,
Eric and Joshy. Or
And
was that Joshy and Derek? Oh man.
And Stiggy's gonna get disqualified. I don't think he has control of his car. There he goes now. Joshy's got
There's some.
no front wing. Derek,
What is happening to the
what's
championship leader today? It
happened?
is very tight. Oh, we got a couple cars. Oh no, that's the Williams and the Haas main contact. I think that was.
M&H and
I think that was Ollie Matthews.
Ryan. There's a lot happening. I mean, there's too much happening. Ryan's going for
Oh
an
my
aggressive
God.
move quick. Ryan's up to P2 quickly. Cabbage is up to P5. Thomas and Jotty. I mean, it's literal mayhem. What can you see? Not a whole lot. And for a guy like Joshy who got spun around and doesn't have a wing is going to be in deep trouble.
Yeah, these inters, they're not working for some people. They're really starting to get no grip. Stiggy's out.
Yeah, and
He's
just
left the session. I think he's called that.
I don't think he wants
called
to
that
race in
enough.
this. Whereas a guy like Thomas, who started P4, is down to P8. Ollie Matthews P10. The only people who have retained spots, Cohen and M&H. M&H has only lost a spot to Ryan. Ryan, he wants to go. He needs to go. But Cabbage and Lil plays Alex Hansen, and then Johnny. Where has Johnny come from?
Oh no, that was Diesel. I think that just made contact with Bolt. Bolt's got no front wing.
And
No end plate.
McLaren is in the hot seat. Jotty, Alex Hansen had a moment. Alex Hansen is starting to struggle, and there is a gap now. Jotty's going to need to close this down.
Side by side.
2.5 seconds is the gap. Looking further up, it is only the Alpines with 2 cars in the top 9, if you want to call 2 teams.
Oh, Bolt back here in the field made contact with, I think that was ZLM. Got spun around a little bit. He's still going. I know he's going to go into the pits.
Bolt actually cut the pit line a little bit. Joshy was going to pit to change his wing, but has to go another lap so he doesn't double stack. I think Bolt might have cut the line a little bit, but, you know, I obviously can't be the one to say that now. M&H and is going to sit behind for now. Cohen has got to play immaculate defense until this dry line forms. M&H too. But Cabbage, low plays are going to catch up. Jotty is gaining time. Static Fiber on Thomas. Those inters, we know they're going to be a problem. But let's see these Haas boys work. They're down to 9 and 10. They started 4th and 5th. So let's give it some time. Derek down the inside of ZLM. What a move from this kid.
That was a pass right there.
And I got to give props to Derek. This kid has been getting quicker and quicker over time. I think he is going to be a stud next season. Give him some time. Give him a few tracks he likes. He will be up in the order next season. Cabbage going a little bit wide on these wets. So although wets are the ideal strategy, I think they're starting to struggle more than less. The forecast has not changed. I'm still seeing about 90% rain. It started at 91. But the tire wear is exceedingly high. I mean, the inters have 2 times less than the wets, about 5% to 10%, but M&H is gaining on Ryan, and Ryan's being dropped by Cohen. I think these Alpines have way better straight line speed. Yeah, that's 100% right. I think they both have dry setups on, and it's working very well against the Williams here. The only thing is just the cornering. I think he's joined back, but I don't think he realizes that he's out of the race. Derek makes another move on Guile. Guile really struggling, and Bolt's in the wall.
Yeah. Oh.
He's just. I think. Is he trying to cause a safety car? What is he doing here? We know he's had problems in the past with his car, and I think he's caused a full safety car because of it. I don't know.
Yeah, like he's not moving.
I think he might. Something happened to his wheel, maybe.
He's disqualified. That is a VSC I am seeing.
And that gives Joshy full permission to pit and change his wing. So whether that's a McLaren play or something actually happened to Bolt, and Bolt's gonna give us an incentive as of what happened. And you know, you gotta get concerned for a guy like Bolt, because you know he said he had problems with his wheel, and he said it's something with his bullshit controller. So Cohen gets a drive-through. Cohen has a drive-through.
Oh
no!
The race leader. Speeding under safety car. Oh no.
And he's gonna be so pissed about that. And if he pits now, that's gonna put him last, 14th. Obviously Josh is way back there, but that's gonna put him behind this entire field.
It's gonna put Rhino in a pretty good position, because he is basically now the net race leader at the moment.
But Cohen is gaining. Like, he's gapping Ryan. So I think Cohen has outstanding pace. I think maybe he prolongs this drive-through.
I think the drive-through can go about 3 laps.
3 laps
so
maximum. And yeah, I mean, these Inters are kicking into gear now. I'm not gonna lie, I think the Inters are the better race tire right about now.
The track's gonna start getting. There's already sort of a dry line forming on onboards from my seeing. I'm on board with static fiber right now, but the dry line's there. It is there. It's just more about just
very hard to get control of. Cabbage is still struggling on these wets. The rain has gone down another 1%, so I got an 89% on the radar. So you still have heavy rain.
Like you said, Cohen, he's chugging away, and his teammate M&H in third right now. He's got a good shot on Ryan here. Ryan losing the back end.
And I think if you're M&H, you wait
static
a little
fiber
bit.
Already 3 seconds.
And that's gonna start the train. Is M&H
go
for
for
something?
it? No, he does not.
He sends a little dummy on Ryan. It kind of works a little bit. But I think that shows the lack of confidence for Ryan on these wets. He sends him again! M&H is just toying with Ryan. Even though Ryan is ahead, he's sending these dummies, and it's working. Because he can tell how much better these Inters are. If I'm M&H, give it next lap. I need to get past him.
Derek and Ollie Matthews going at it, tight racing, but keeping it clean between these two. I think Ollie Matthews got some front wing damage on that Haas.
It's hard to tell. No, he doesn't. He's A-okay right now.
Oh, he doesn't. Wow.
As Low Plays gets past Cabbage, Cabbage might have had a moment. You obviously struggling with these tires. But, like I said, back to the front. Cohen's 4 seconds ahead. Cohen has pace. I mean, he legitimately could have just been the leader and the winner this entire race had he not gotten that drive-through. But I'm looking back to M&H. M&H needs to make a move. He's got to go for it. Here we go. Down in
die bomb right here.
So he keeps trying to send Ryan into a mistake, and I do give props to that. I think you give
he's gonna go for one more.
Yeah, Cohen will have to. He has to go at the end of this lap. And
this is a great opportunity here.
M&H, there's a lot of movements. Little Plays pits, Cabbage pits. I think these wets are starting to go off, so everybody who had wets on needs to get off. And here's the problem. If you were on wets, you are now a pit stop behind. And here's the thing, Joshy is right back into this. Joshy, though, let's see what tires he on. Did he go on wets? No, he's back on Inters, so he will struggle because he's on older Inters. But he is back into this, back fight. As I'm watching with M&H, Ryan's got great defense. Ryan is really defending. He's given M&H the struggle that he needs. Oh, a little bit of lag from M&H there. But yeah, I mean, M&H, yes, it is hard to get past this guy who is on the ideal tire, but he is quicker, M&H. He needs to make a move. Jody is catching up rapidly. Jody was 4-5 seconds behind, is now only 3. And Cohen is now 6.5 up the order, and he's going to slot into free air, Cohen, because of this drive-through. He's going to be right behind Guil.
He's going to be right behind there, and thankfully he doesn't have to do a pit stop either, so...
Yeah. Rain is down to 87%. And Cohen is up 7/10 on this lap. He is flying. So this interstint, M&H looking for a move down the inside. Can he catch a good exit? He's doesn't have the dry line. Ryan had it around the outside. M&H looking for a move. Does he have the speed? He's got the straight line. We knew that. Down the inside. Can he get it done? Freddie Rhino will get the inside into the next quarter, sliding all over the curb. It's so hard to go side by side in this rain. And Ryan will dive into the pits, and M&H will finally be free. Jody will follow through. And Static Fiber, they're going to double stack.
Yeah, double stack at Williams.
Thomas is up into P4. He will go chase down Jody, so Thomas is well in this. Where will Cohen come out? Cohen's going to legitimately come out. He's going to come out P6.
Hey, he's going to come out P6. So, yeah, he didn't lose much.
It fares out pretty
what we expected.
He's only about 12, 13 seconds behind.
Saw that pit exit very well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and Little Plays, he's going to jump ahead, I think, of Ryan here, and he will.
It's
so the undercut works
close.
well.
and my controller keeps turning off on me, and I don't know, I need new batteries, man. I'm gonna shoot someone. Give me a second.
Cabbage trying to go for it.
Yeah.
Backs out that one.
And I mean, Ryan's on these fresh tires. Yeah, they're not up to temperature, but let's give him some respect. Thomas and Ollie Matthews back up to 3-4. I mean, that's where they wanted to be. They were at in the beginning. Now they're entirely back. Cohen was 15.5 seconds out of the pits, is now only 14, so he's still the quickest guy on track right now. And I wouldn't doubt seeing him catching up very quickly, or Jody is the only one still on wets.
Yeah,
Needs to
let's
pit.
Let's give some props to him though. I mean, he's P2 right now. He's been fairly clean tonight.
And yeah, I mean, M&H is now pulling away because he's in this clean air. Thomas is about to catch up to Jody. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Jody wants to prolong this stint. Yes, it's gonna suck. The rain is now down to 85% forecast. If I'm Jody, I want to go now. But as you see, he's going to try and prolong this. He may want to do half the stint on these wets. And I honestly, that's not a bad shout. Because he is about half a pit stop to 3/4 of a pit stop ahead of Little Plays. So I can see how this values and works. But if I'm in M&H, I want Jody to stay there because he's going to hold up Thomas and potentially Ollie Matthews long term. Because Jody, yes, he's very good at racing. He's, as you can see, trying to get rain on his tires, or water on his tires. You know, the dry line is going to hurt. And static fiber, he's in the wall. He's in the wall.
Safety car.
And speaking of Jody, he gets the help he needs, and
he gets a free pit stop.
Pit, yeah. So looking at it, M&H will pit. I think Cohen is gonna pit as well. I feel this is a no-brainer. Will gets a drive through. That is well unfortunate. So that.
Oh man, Ferrari.
And I think Bolt's gonna join us in the commentators box. Because I know after this season, he said he was going to retire, and he wanted to do comms a little bit. So, Bolt will join us up here in the comms box. Let's see what everybody does, because now it's kind of just a race to the line, or race to the dry.
Yeah, that's basically from what I'm getting.
And let's
get
Bolt in here. Come on in, Bolt. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. And
there he is.
There he is. What's up, Mr. Bolt?
Not happy, but it is what it is.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate, and I, instantly.
Jody! Speeding under safety car.
And
is that him going into the pits? No, that was not.
That's Ollie Matthews.
Oh, and it looks like the Ferrari of Gouliez cut the corner line and came back into the pits there.
Did he? Okay, so we'll have to look into that. We'll have to see.
Ollie Matthews in the pits. Little Place stays out. Ryan stays out. Cabbage stays out. Alex Hansen stays out. Actually, it's going to put Little Plays up into P4. Wow.
And I mean, Cohen, who pits from P6, is P10? Yeah, fairly well. P10. I mean, he's got ZLM, his buddy, behind him, and then Wheel has a drive-through, but you have your teammate leading this restart. Yes, you are on new tires. He is on the freshest tires outside of Ollie Matthews. Ollie Matthews did get away with that fairly easily. So long term, I'm looking Ollie Matthews and Cohen. Short term, I'm looking M&H with the help and the aid of Jody on these wet tires to really, really, really pull away. I see Thomas challenging instantly. I can see him instantly pushing, wanting to get past this wet runner. But it's going to be very hard. I I think
for sure.
Jody has an incredible driving style. I think M&H may be able to get away fairly easily in gap, and that's what he needs right now. Especially on these older tires. Thomas is on older tires too. Thomas is going to have to fight low plays, Ready Rhino, Cabbage, Alex, and sooner or later Ollie Matthews into Derek and Cohen. Derek, who did have a bad restart, is up in P9. That's called a recovery drive. That's what he needs right now in the Red Bull TP. So we will look to see. I want to say this goes in maybe 2 laps. Not next lap, the one after. But we will wait and see. A little bit of commotion going on.
Also say, just maybe don't discount Joshy yet. I don't think we've seen his full race pace out there.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's something you can't call out because yes, he had that mistake early on. He is so back in this now. And if I'm him, I'm not gonna lie, yes, I'm last place. But he's... Ooh, I almost had a moment between Jody and Guil there. But I think Joshy, he can maybe go onto that older, that newer set of inters, right? You're last, right? You have nothing to lose. Put on a new set, see what happens. If another safety car comes out, you could stick it out, right? Because the track's only getting drier. I have 81% on my forecast. It's going down slowly. The safety car is going to potentially bring dries into the race at the end. But as I'm being told, Jody and Guil got drive-thrus due to their AI. So a little bit of misconception up here at the desk, but it's just unfortunate for them. But we will wait and see. We will have 1 lap of racing before they bring their cars into the pits. As we wait for Joshy, safety car is in this lap. It completely shocks me. So Joshy is on the 3rd oldest tires in this pack, outside of Jody, Thomas, and M&H. But Jody's got to pit off these wets. He's nowhere in comparison to pace compared to Joshy, M&H, or Thomas, who are very similar tire-wise. But we need to watch out for Joshy, because even though his tires are older, he is still a very quick driver. As we wait for M&H to go.
That is the question of when he's going to go, and he goes now.
M&H back on the power, going around the final corner to restart this race. Slipping and sliding out of the final corner, but he gets it going, and he has the power down.
I'm watching Thomas immediately here. Thomas had a very good start.
Almost lost it coming out of the exit of that restart. Holy, what a save.
And it's just an Inter's drive now, and all these guys are going to get very antsy for place, very antsy for position.
He has 3 seconds. Oh, no.
And I'm looking at guys like Joshy, Cohen, Ollie Matthews, Ready Rhino. I'm looking at all these guys, right? Because they are the guys that's shown that they have pace. Thomas wants to move past Jody. Jody is almost a second down already, so M&H needs to make a statement drive. He will do it. Still says caution. I don't believe...
Yeah, we're still green.
Yeah, so far.
And he's... Oh, he's going to go... That's Cabbage on... I think that was Ryan. Thought about it.
Yeah,
I think that's Alex Hansen without a front wing. I think an M plate on that side.
Oh,
Derek!
And
contact between the Red Bull and Haas.
So that's actually multiple contact. That's between Alpine, Haas, Red Bull, VCarb, and we have a
Haas.
big
Sauber caught up in that.
It's a safety car. So maybe now M&H, who was 3 seconds ahead, let's not get a drive through here. Don't copy your teammate. Jody is going to be freed from the hell of these wet tires, and I think we're going to have dry at the end of this race now. Derek is immediately apologizing, and I think Joshy's also back in this too. He's going to put new tires, I would assume, but he might go for track position. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see. Everybody who has front wing damage...
He won't be able to bring them out.
Everybody who has front wing damage entitles Cabbage, Alex Hansen, Cohen,
He stays
Derek,
out
and
as
Joshy.
Yeah, I
continue
think
by.
he can only serve that under green flags, so
Yeah,
he
he doesn't want
might
to take 2
actually,
pit stops.
yeah, he might actually luck out
So everybody who has wing
just a
damage
little
but
bit.
Cabbage. So Cabbage has very light wing damage then. I'm being told he has red front wing damage, in which it might be his rear wing that has damage, but it's telling me front. Everybody who has wing
So,
damage is pitting. Let's get
yeah,
that
Joshy as
changed.
well, hitting again for another wing.
I think Alex forgot to change his front wing. Didn't. Okay, he got it. But yeah, everybody's gonna put on these inters. Everybody's who is pitted in order will stay in order. Cohen's gonna come out P12. AP's gonna be ahead of Derek, ahead of Joshy. So Cohen, who seemed like the quickest guy on track, a little bit of trouble there, and he definitely could have gone without that trouble. And that'll definitely be an incident at the end of the race. And we'll see a ticket for sure. I'm an H. I'm still in the hot seat. Yes, his tires are still from the start. I'm looking at tire wear wise here, guys. 18% for MNH. So MNH, who is, he does have a little bit higher tire wear from what I've seen in past race, from analysis, from looking at data. He does have normal tire wear degradation. It comes higher for him because he's on no assists. Whereas Thomas is also on that 18%, but he's on ABS and traction control. Whereas you look down to Low Plays, who is on newer tires by, let me double check. It's about 4 laps, 5 laps. It's 9%. They're only 9% difference in these tires. So even though they may not be exactly the same, they're going to even out as time goes on, and it's just that offset that'll really bring some people into it. But like I said, Jody is going to be in the hot seat. He's got to serve this drive-through immediately. Same with Guile, or else they're going to get disqualified to just an unfortunate turn of events, which they can't control.
Yeah, Alex Hansen's back into the box to change his wing again.
Yeah, and I had assumed that he forgot to do that, so it's a little bit unfortunate that he forgot. Maybe having it on auto, assuming that it would change. But yeah, he'll go back on to the set of inters. Is this new inters? Yeah, brand new inters, so he'll be okay. Cohen up to 10th, AP to 11th, Derek into 12th, and Joshy gets past his first driver since the start of this race. So he's moving up in the world, although it may not be quick. We've been under safety cars, so you can't blame him. He will definitely put a dent in the lead that M&H may have later on. What? Oh, static fiber. Oh no. I'll send him an invite.
Oh, he's out.
Oh, he is out. Oh, well, I guess that's fair. So now you come to think. The forecast, it reads 77%. How long is it until this rain ends? Is it still inters? Or is it coming down to, oh, we're going to go dries at the end, right? Because this rain is drying, or is sticking with us for a very long time. It's very surprising, and the safety car is the only reason we might have dries. But if it is going inters, for example, guys like Alex, Derek, Joshy, AP, people who have pitted on multiple inters tires, you only get 3 sets. Plus you did inters quali, which scruffs up a set. You only get 3 sets for the race. What's gonna happen when it comes down to that next stint and you don't have a new set, right? So somebody who's in fortune like M&H, Jody, Low Plays, they have 2 sets left. Jody has 3 sets. He still hasn't pitted off these wets. He's absolutely throwing himself out in the wild with a pack of tigers on these wets. He is in trouble, but he is managing, and I just have to give props to him.
I love this for him. I know that drive-through sucks, but he is... Without that drive-through, he is in probably one of the best positions I think he's been in a long time, so...
if I'm M&H, I need to go quick so these guys don't get past Jotty and catch me. And which he did it fairly well last time around, and he gapped.
he gapped a second.
But right now he is faring better than Thomas, tire wise. He is quicker than Thomas from what I've seen when we're talking fastest lap, but Thomas has also been in a bit of traffic. So there is a lot to see. There is a lot of race left. We're only on lap 13. And I'm being told rain till lap 25 or so. So we might have soft tires or medium tires towards the end of this race potentially, as the rain is down to 76%. So all these new tires are roughing 5% already, even though we haven't had a green set of racing yet. Tires are already upwards of 5%, where Cabbage still has minor front wing damage, as safety car will go in.
Is in at the end of this lap. Let's see what M&H can do.
Yeah, and I want to keep an eye on Cabbage here. It exclaims he's got front wing damage. I don't see anything, so it may be just very minor from what happened with Alex or Ryan, whatever happened between them. But we will hop on board. M&H will go very slowly. Obviously, he will wait until safety car goes in, and he'll pick the poison that lies in Jotty. And actually, Jotty ghosting through M&H for a second there.
Car has reached the pit lane. M&H can go when he decides, and he's going. He
went
is
now.
going.
Wow.
And I'm not gonna lie, I think it was a little bit of lag on M&H's end. M&H was ghosted, and a complete lag buff maybe in M&H's favor. Jotty maybe didn't leave the space for Thomas, but M&H gets ahead maybe due to a bit of lag. I don't know if that was just on my receiving end.
Yeah, I got that too. It was right there, and then he shot up.
His end.
Yeah. All right.
So 3 seconds the gap. This is perfect for M&H. This is what you want. And he's going to increase more and more. Jotty has to pit. Guil has to pit. Let's check a little further back. Who's kind of close? Cohen is very close on Guil. Cohen is going to be very upset. His head is heated from the collisions, getting front wing damage, and being in the position that he's in from pole. I think Cohen's going to be ahead to watch coming into this race later and later.
Yeah.
Little Play's trying to make a move on Thomas as we go down into the section where George Russell famously had that incident in 2023.
You don't want to see that Mercedes in the car again, in that wall again. That would be an absolute bummer.
Yeah.
For new team principal Laura. As Ryan's looking for a move too. He's getting his nose involved. He's getting up there as M&H is now 4.4.
Yeah, Jotty just has he is just
massive train of cars.
He's just the cork in the bottle at the moment right now.
Jotty is the lorry.
Thomas is starting to get impatient here, it looks like.
And I would be too. He's on older tires than the guys behind. Thomas needs to go and get past Jotty. He's burned all his battery down the inside.
Oh, he's going for it.
Final corner. He
hold
it.
And he's went wide.
Jotty's coming back at him.
And the switchback.
Watch it on.
Jotty's gonna have to break it.
Jotty's got
going into the pits.
Yeah, he had a pit. Oh, one bit Ryan. I think that was
Ryan. Thomas held the racing line, and he was covering off Jotty from the pits.
And that was very interesting. I'll see if something occurs off of that. Jotty and Guil will take their drive-through. I think Jotty will be fairly out of this now, unless we get another safety car. So you gotta feel bad for the guy who was having a stellar day today. But M&H, through that excursion, gained about 2 seconds worth of time.
He's got 6 seconds now. What a gap.
And
it's really starting to build this gap up now.
I'm looking at Cohen.
A great opportunity because Thomas on old inters, if he holds off,
Little Plays will be getting impatient like Thomas was. His tires will be going off, and Little Plays will have the chance to pounce.
Cabbage going wide through some of the corners. I'm watching
Joshy though. I haven't actually noticed he has moved up 3 positions since the restart. Now obviously I know 2 of them was the drive-throughs, but he's really starting to find a bit of form, I think.
Yeah, and that's for sure. And he's got a couple of quick guys. You know, Derek is very quick up there. But if you look further up, Thomas is actually gapping guys on newer tires. Thomas is a second, Ryan's a second, and then Cabbage and ZLM in the 610s. Ollie Matthews is struggling. I think you gotta watch Cohen too. Although Joshy is honing in on Derek, Cohen has had
Thomas
pace
is starting to pull away from little plays a little bit.
today. But at the same time, he's being dropped by MNH is the issue here. And the problem for the Haas driver, looking at Cohen. Cohen maybe want to make a move on Ollie Matthews. Going for a switchback potentially. And this track is getting quicker. 74% is the forecast. I think these guys might want to go until it dries. And if it dries sooner than later, that's going to help. Ollie Matthews,
3-second warning.
yeah, defending from Cohen. Down the inside goes Cohen into turn 1, and he will have the move done. Looking back, Derek is looking on AP. AP, not the most shown up driver, but he still has pace when it needs to occur. As Jody goes into the pits again, yeah, the wets are not suitable in these
Jolly out of the running altogether.
And Little Place is coming back at Thomas. I'm watching Derek.
Here comes Derek on the. Oh, he's gonna make the move. He has the side by side, and the Sauber manages to keep the place.
Just barely, and that's just amazing work from AP. I think Derek went a little bit too wide on that wet line. Didn't have the dry line that AP had, but Derek will have to wait another lap.
Yep,
Joshy behind. He's not as much battery, but he is trying. Jody gets. Oh man.
10 seconds. Oh, this is just fun. This is just.
For that.
You gotta feel bad.
The last
for
5
guy.
minutes. The last 5 minutes of Jody's life is not great right now. He is.
AP
going
had a
through it.
moment. AP had a moment.
AP, Derek trying to make the advantage of this, but he's trying to get the power and he's struggling.
And
A lot more battery compared to AP at the moment.
Johnny's done. I think he's about to clock out from his shift. He's so done.
I really don't blame the guy
Here
at
comes
all.
Derek.
I don't blame him.
On the move, he's gonna. He couldn't outbrake the Sauber. Sauber will trust his brakes a lot more.
Derek is getting really antsy. I would be too if you got the got the champion on your ass right now. I would be very hesitant to go.
Yeah, this pack, honestly, between 8th through 12th, I mean, this is the battle for points right now.
Yeah,
For
and everybody
just minor placings.
everybody in points is linked up besides Ollie Matthews and Thomas. MNH is 8 seconds up the road. He's making this gap astronomically large.
This has been honestly just well
Derek-
executed. And Jody has crashed. And that is a safety car. 3rd safety car of the night.
Oh, but you feel for Jody. He really had. Yeah.
Jody broke his wing. I think he just completely misjudged the braking zone there, or he's hit the wall on the outside, but
I wouldn't be surprised if he heads to the pits to call it the day. I doubt he's gonna.
He's
Or
retired.
maybe he could still.
He's left.
yep, it has not been the night for him whatsoever.
Man, you gotta feel for him. He's had enough, but a guy like MNH, I think it's time to take new tires. I think it is about time.
Yeah, I think
He has the gap. He can do it.
he can do it. I mean, I don't know, because sometimes you think you would wait maybe for the dry.
No, it'll give him a better
But-
advantage, I believe. Having
So-
raced this track in the wet yesterday, I have to say when it dries, it doesn't it's not like a normal circuit where it just drains away. It will stay. When the rain stops, the track will still be greasy. You won't be able to trust the dries at the
Oh
moment.
no, he stays out.
There's a bit of a jinx there. Let's see now what the others do. Will Thomas dive in to remove his tires?
That's interesting. Nobody's pitting because MNH
Ryan's
isn't.
sitting. Ryan's coming in.
That's very intriguing. Why does MNH? Joshy's pitting
And
too.
Joshy's coming back in.
This is interesting. Cohen's up to P6 now. Ollie Matthews P7, AP P8. Derek and Alex will round out that top 10, but this is very interesting. MNH doesn't hit for new tires. Neither does Thomas. Is this a read or am I missing something here? off the telemetry because I mean, I was told lap 25 the rain was coming in. The rain is down to 69%.
Something about yeah, this is interesting. This is a
And like I've said, coming into this, Singapore never disappoints. This has not been disappointing one so bit, and this is intricate strategy coming out from these guys. I mean, only 2 people taking tires, 3 people taking tires. Is it because it's just so hard to overtake? Do the tires feel the same all around? What's happening? Because as I look tire-wise, from Thomas to Lil Plays, the difference is 13% in wear. And
yeah,
this is interesting.
This is a I mean, what can we say? I mean, Singapore never disappoints.
Disappointed me.
The only thing that's a disappointment in life is the Buffalo Bills in the postseason, but
It's disappointed Savage's championship hopes last season. Disappointed Bolt today. There's a couple of disappointments today. Jody is going to be very upset, and you have to feel for the guy. He was in great contention.
yeah, no, he was in he was probably in the best position he was in all season. I mean, he started out hot in Australia. I think I missed a couple races, so I don't know what happened after that. And I know we had a little collision with the man that's in 5th place right now, ZLM, being back in Bahrain. So he wants some luck, that's for sure. And he's had it today, but fortunately his AI decided to do other plans during the safety car.
Yeah, and crossing that line on the exit, I don't even have to do the penalties myself. As a steward, you know, I can tell the stewards to go home, take the week off about the penalty, because he just immediately got the 10-second for cutting it. I mean...
Yeah.
Unfortunately enough, but looking at a guy like M&H, his tire wear is better than Thomas's. I don't know if that surprises you. They're on the same exact tire wear, same lap.
I'm not surprised that M&H's tires are a lot better than Thomas's. Thomas is on a controller. The controller wear to wheel this year, I think it's pretty hefty.
Astronomical.
So, yeah, I'm not surprised, I would say, but.
And I mean,
honestly, what I am surprised about is that the fact that we've had 3 safety cars today. I mean, this has been.
And what's the limit? I think there's a limit that it comes down to, right? 5.
I think the limit is 5, but I mean,
we've had a virtual too, so there's only 1 to go.
Yeah, I mean, you think about all the Singapore races we've had in the past. I mean, I think the most races I think we had was probably back in season. I want to say. Probably on F124 last season.
Season 3.
I think we had about. I remember that race. I think there was only 6 people that finished, and we had a 20-car grid.
I mean, insane. M&H is taking.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was the race where Spicy actually won on debut as well. So shout out to the Div 1 driver.
And Spicy actually taking the time off after the end of the season, so we're gonna have to say farewells to him. But he will come back in about 2 seasons' time. It's snowboarding season, so you know, yeah, obviously.
I don't blame the guy. I don't blame the guy. Snowboarding is hella fun. I've never done it, but I know people in my circle that do it a lot. So I do not blame the guy at all.
Has dropped below 60%. We're at about a 59%. We will have dries very late if it keeps up at this pace. It's just a matter of who will take those dries. And when we will have to wait for Guil, so I think at the end of this lap, Jodi's AI is sitting around. Jodi is completely checked out. The reason why M&H's tire wear is lower than Thomas is because he's taking the wet environment around him. He's using the rain to cool his tires. That's still on the track, right? And Thomas is taking the dry line. He's sitting in dirty air. So Thomas is not really... saving us just tires to precaution, whereas Lil Plays is and Cabbage isn't. So it's the same thing for similar tire wear. Lil Plays is 4% better than Cabbage. Only a lap difference. Yes, that may be the offset, but they are about 10 to 14% indifference to Thomas, who is in P2, so they will have an immediate charge off this restart.
You know, they're saying rain is possibly going to end in roughly lap 25, lap 26.
And
You said?
yeah, that's what was said before the 2 safety cars. But now rain is down to 56%.
Yeah.
It's come down 3% on this lap alone.
My question is, safety car in this lap.
We'll pull away in the safety car.
Do we think someone in this field who is on intermediate tires is going to try to stay out and go to the end when the track is completely dry?
M&H will have to do it.
And
Do you think there is someone that could do it?
I think there is somebody that will do it, right?
I think a guy right now, if he's in that position, I think we could see a ZLM gamble.
I can see a ZLM gamble. I can see a Ryan gamble. Ryan's got the freshest tires in the pack right now. He's down in P11, but he can do it. I'm being told under 45% is Slicks being better than Inter's. 54% is the forecast.
And we're back
M&H
underway.
is a go. He's got a brilliant start. And he's 7.
This Grand Prix again after the 3rd safety car of this evening.
And there goes Ryan. Ryan's immediately making a place. First one to make a place.
And
Goes a little bit wide.
Alex Hansen, and yeah, that is a. Well, Goulia's got 3 seconds, but that's for a point. That is for last place. Championship leader. You can call this damage limitation today.
Yeah, he's got a point. Every point counts right about now. Ollie Matthews has front wing damage. Very minor left side. Actually, not minor. He's missing that whole end plate. So he will struggle. So everybody behind will start to fall behind. So maybe the likes of Cohen, he's going to want this Haas driver behind him with this damage. ZLM is struggling with the car, it seems. But M&H 1.3. I mean, he's getting up out of there. He's not burning any battery too.
Really trying to force ZLM into a defensive mistake.
There's no need to. We have a yellow flag. No, we do not. That is a glitch.
Thomas.
Oh, Thomas is out.
He's crashed into the wall.
Hey.
Oh,
did he hit the bridge?
And AP blocked his rears.
Oh my god.
I think this is just a virtual. It's just a virtual. I don't think we have
Thomas hit the. I think Thomas did a Charles Leclerc. I think he just hit the Addison Bridge.
And I think the rain has hit 50%.
Oh my god.
And we're under virtual.
Absolutely raging now because of that.
Yeah, the Haas team is. Alex Hansen's the team principal, right?
Alex Hansen is the team principal, but both of these guys are going to Aston. So what does it say about Aston, who just signed both of these drivers?
I think they'll be just fine. I think it's just a mistake that a driver will do here and there, but
Derek gets a 10-second.
Eric.
For exceeding track limits, so he got the glitch that ZLM had. Ryan gets a VSC. Oh my god! I think we just had a million.
Oh my god!
Derek gets a drive-through. Alex gets a drive-through. Ryan gets a drive-through. So speaking of Ryan, who had potential, he's got shafted by drive-through. I think Derek.
Actually, now up to 9th place. This is we're back racing. VSC has gone in, and we are back racing.
And he will jump up to P7 ultimately. So a guy who had a very rough first half of this race is now going to be up to P7. That is very well. Damage control. As Savage said, joking about the 1 point, now he's really got something to show for it. M&H is pushing 3 seconds. Lil Plays is gapped Cabbage. And I want to
He's gonna move up to P6, I think.
And your closest contender to moving up is Cohen. He's trying to catch ZLM. I think they're going to work together fairly well. They're in the same call. They're old teammates. I don't see any world where these two are going to disagree. ZLM is falling behind a little bit, so he is starting to struggle. As you can see, those sliding those rears.
Yeah. Power down.
Yeah, there's
really
a lot of drivers
defensive mistake.
taking that corner in first gear as well. That is trying to get that rotation, and I think a lot of people are struggling. But M&H, 3-second gap so far, so he is chugging along. He's pulling away. And he's extending. And he's pulling away from a guy that Little Place. He did pit. M&H has yet to pit.
So as I was told by Noel, is that slicks are better than inters at about 45% or less rain in the forecast, right? That's what I've been told. It is now under 45%. We've hit 44%. The slicks will start to come into play. The rain is going to stop very soon. Derek will go into the pits retired. He's had enough. Everybody who finishes will have points.
Back in to the... No, that was drive-through.
Yep, Alex will serve that drive-through. Ryan and Wheel, I think, have drive-throughs as well. No, just Ryan. Ryan has a drive-through, so he'll serve it. So Joshy up to P7, AP up to P8, Wheel up to P9, and Alex will capitalize and go to P10 potential. And Jody will not get that last point since he's not here. Derek would have finished with a singular point, but he said, F that crap, and logged out. MNH had a moment over the curb there. Cabbage is catching low plays. ZLM is falling behind. I think it's about time where these two old teammates maybe work together. I think Cohen wants to go past ZLM. ZLM obviously struggling very hard. Cohen has the pace. I think it's time to get going. If I'm Cohen, I need to, obviously help my team in the constructors. Yes, it's my old teammate, but I need to go, right? A little bit of common courtesy. ZLM's in his own Drivers' Championship, in his own Constructors' Championship, but Cohen, he's got a chance to be a Constructors' Championship winner here, as a reserve. And he's doing fairly well in the Drivers on his own. M&H, fastest lap.
Another fast lap.
Looking a little further back, Ryan goes to the pits.
He is going to get rid of that drive-through.
Did he cut the line? I think he might have just a little bit, but we'll obviously go back and look.
We'll have a steward's look, that's for sure. They'll do their job.
Wheel struggling. AP will catch up.
Struggle, I think.
Joshy is catching Ollie Matthews. Ollie Matthews does have that wing damage.
Of nothing.
Yeah, this
falling behind. The rain is at 39%.
It's gonna stop here soon. Gosh, he's P7.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, so Singapore, very, very hot in Singapore. The humidity is no joke here. This track is going to be drying up quickly. Now the question is someone going to go for what I said early on? Is someone going to try to gamble and stay out and try to go to the finish on these tires?
And you're going to obviously look at MNH, right? He's the guy leading the race, but he's obviously going to struggle. Tires making it to the end is not going to work. I don't think it will. But, everybody in the pack right now, down to P6th, 7th, 8th, they have potential of staying out until the end. Is it going to work? It's gonna be hard. AP and Wheel fighting. AP may be looking for a move. I think he has wing damage. Yeah, he does. AP has wing damage both sides. So AP's not the furthest into this. Cohen is still sat behind ZLM. But yeah, I think you have to wait and see what this rain does. I think MNH, it comes down to tire conserving. He's gaining about 5% a lap. He's at 55 from what I can tell already. So if you add 30%, that's about 80, 88, 85%. You're in deep puncture territory. So if I'm MNH, I want to take those slicks when it gets dry ASAP and make moves. Soft tires will be the play.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's the best time to get by Ollie Matthews.
Low plays has dropped Cabbage. Cabbage has dropped ZLM. ZLM still has Cohen on that rear. Ollie Matthews still holding up Joshy. Joshy has no battery though. That might be a problem long term. And maybe even just getting past Ollie Matthews. Even though Joshy's tires are better by maybe about a lap or two. It's really hard. Ollie Matthews has the 3-second. Joshy, if he wants to sit behind, he can. But knowing him, he needs to make up points. I don't think he will. One bit.
Everybody in front of him. Ollie Matthews 17 lap bold inters. Joshy has 9 lap bold inters. I think really Joshy needs to put the pressure on and get him to maybe force a mistake upon him.
And that's crazy to think, is that their tire difference is 8 laps. But the wear percent difference was only 8%. And that's primarily because of the safety cars and the wing damage that Ollie Matthews has. Cohen has actually been dropped by ZLM, so I think the tires are about going on that controller.
I think little plays, he's
Starting to push.
Close that gap down. Yeah, he's closed it down.
About a second in the past 2 laps. He's starting to push. So I'm watching tire wears consistently, watching DRS, or ERS, sorry, and I'm watching their last lap. Little Plays went 9/10 quicker on that last lap. AP getting a 3
Diesel
second.
like 3 seconds. Yep.
Forecast says 31% rain. It's getting to an extremity here with this tire wear, and it's just a matter of who will nurse their tires to the end. M&H is still getting about 5% wear per lap, handling it well. Little Plays will be pushing more and more, not getting as much time in the first sector and through the middle of the second sector so far, but he is pushing very, very hard. You see, taking this wet upper line so he can cool down the tires. Doesn't have to worry about heating or overheating. But Cohen's back in this second of ZLM. I find this outstanding that he's persistent in trying to pass his old teammate. Nearly actually clipping the wall there. Joshy is still stuck behind Ollie Matthews. It's gonna be hard for Joshy. He does have the tire wear advantage long term. It's just better to pass sooner than later, as the rain is in droplets now. It's coming to a point where we will have a full dry track. 28% is the rain forecast percentage. Little Plays is extremely quick in that third sector. Is. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's gained 7/10 last lap, so he's not as quick last lap compared to this, as the rain has stopped.
It stopped raining. Yeah, it stopped.
So who will go to the end?
Wait and see who will take this. The first
yeah, that track.
This
track looks dry.
Alex is the first to pit. Alex Hansen first to pit.
All right.
So who will go?
Ever heard of Brazil 2008? That's what we're getting right now.
Low Plays is buffering in that 2-second range. M&H surely doesn't like it. If M&H pits, he will come out P7, about 10 seconds behind Joshy. So this is where that questionable, oh, I'm gonna stay out from M&H comes in. He's been on these tires since the beginning.
Yeah,
what do you do now? Because he doesn't need to pit being on inters.
Yeah, you don't need to pit. You can go to the end. Yeah, this is a hard call.
Though they will want to get off as soon as they can.
And
if I'm him, I would pit.
I would go now. You have 4 laps of racing, soft tires. I think if you pit, I think that might pull Little Plays with you. If it doesn't, he will puncture to the end. He stays out.
Knocked out. They both stay out.
What will Cabbage do?
Cabbage, he hit the wall, but he stays out. And also ZLM stays out. ZLM's got a shot for a podium here, though.
ZLM does have a chance. Cohen has fallen back quite far. But I'm going to keep an eye. Alex on mediums. Low Plays is within a second. We don't have DRS quite yet.
Yeah, no one is pitting. Wow.
ZLM really gaining on Cabbage now.
Yeah. I think these guys, I think they're going to try to make it to the end, but Little Plays, he's got, like Alex Hansen's out.
AP is out. He has crashed.
Alex has put it in the wall. AP's the Sauber in P9. Alex Hansen put it in the wall. But yeah, 2 more cars taking tires. Here. Oh, you're good.
Yeah, Alex
Hansen,
it's just
Alex has shown he's not ready for dries just yet. As Joshy finally gets ahead of Ollie Matthews.
Diesel pits, Rhino onto the soft.
And M&H is really struggling. His tires are 12% worse than Little Plays, but dirty air and a lot of wheel spin is going to hurt Little Plays. The tire wear is catching quick from what I'm watching. M&H, 3 more laps in this position, and he will have his first win. Same thing with Little Plays. It's the fight for their first win in RRL. One doing a lot better on tires than the other. M&H is on track for that 5% wear per lap, but it's looking to be about maybe 90% towards the end of the race if he does manage to keep it out of a puncture. But Little Plays has a lot of rear tire
In the pit
spin.
stop, they're both coming. M&H. Oh,
Oh,
no, but it was a bit of
dukes
a
him.
cheeky dive. Jesus.
Tries to dummy him. Did it kind of work? I'm not too sure. I wasn't quite.
I'm not sure if that
looking.
did, but
Cohen
Cohen
gets
with 3 seconds.
He's still 4 seconds ahead of
He's gonna-
Josh.
yeah.
So it's still doable.
Josh and I think Ollie Matthews is pitting. Yeah, Ollie Matthews is the Bucks.
Pits. So
They
now
got
it's
2 laps left. I mean, these guys are gonna go to the end.
Yeah,
I have a strong
and I
feeling they're
mean,
gonna do it.
Joshy overall may be in the best position tire wear wise, right? But it's still
race
a dry
control
track.
hasn't enabled DRS.
ZLM had a very bad moment. Cohen is finally past ZLM, but with the 3
He let him
second,
go.
it's not anything you can do. ZLM will still be P4 after penalties, so it's all Cohen's work. His Little Plays is still
Joshy
behind.
though, he's closing in that gap. Joshy is flying on this racetrack. He just had a purple sector 1. Not sure if that's a glitch.
Up 5.5 tenths. No, he's done it. He's flying.
So the race, the championship leader is back in this. I mean, he's back in for a top 5.
He's in for that top 5. Cohen maybe making a mistake, but Lil Plays is struggling with this dirty air. M&H is also struggling. A lot of wheel spin. Lil Plays, you can't be playing with the tires like that. And Alex Hansen said drives were not the play. A little bit of
on these tires. I mean, these tires are going to start overheating here soon, but you don't want to be doing what he just did there. But could go for a lunge here.
I don't think
Does
so.
he go for it?
I
No, he
think
does not.
I think if you go for a lunge, you're wasting too much of your tire wear. As Cohen is about to drop ZLM. And M&H
M&H
pits.
pits. He's into the box.
Little Plays is going to hold it.
M&H.
I think Little Plays is just going to
call?
hold it now.
Is that the call? I'm not sure if that.
No, it's not. Cabbage
Did he
stays
just-
out. Cohen stays out.
Unless he thinks he can gain 2 seconds in the last 2 laps, he would need one hell of a miracle to do it.
And
If there's anybody that could do it, he might be able to do it, but he is gonna have to push like hell.
and he's gonna have to hope for some punctures here. Everybody is in puncture territory. I mean, it's doable. Little Plays is lower than Cabbage, Cohen, and ZLM on tire wear, so there can be some punctures. M&H is 17 seconds behind Joshy. How
And
is
the Cana-
Joshy ahead?
Can this Canadian do it?
Little Plays is going to be praying now that his tires hold. He will want to take his first victory in RRL history. He is going to want this more than anything. DRS is enabled.
So so the battle for the podium at the moment right now, I mean, ZLMP has that podium right now, but keep an eye out for M&H. It's going to be tough, but he might be able to do it. But Little Plays right now is in the absolute hot seat to get his first race win right now.
And he's on track to do so. His tire wear is at 71%. Cabbage is 80. Cohen's 75. Joshy is 65. I don't have anything on
15 seconds.
ZLM. And you're on the penultimate lap here. I mean, yes, maybe pitting on the softs was a good strat a few laps ago.
I think it's gonna, yeah, I think this is tough, but we'll see what happens at the end. But Little Play is gonna start the final lap of this race.
And Cohen's dropped ZLM, so maybe ZLM and Joshy, if they scruffle, could give Cohen this podium. He's got about 2 seconds on Joshy. It's 2.3 Joshy. Cohen's gonna have DRS on Cabbage, so Cohen's is in a late charge here. On Cabbage, he's gonna have DRS. Joshy will have DRS on ZLM. And Lil Plays, it's the final lap. He might have it in the bag here. We haven't seen a puncture ruining race in RRL. We don't want to see one. If you're Little Plays, here comes Cohen. Looking for a potential move. A lot of rear.
Late lunch for 5th.
Real spin.
M&H 11 seconds back.
He's getting there.
It's
tight. Joshy spun ZLM.
Oh,
Joshy
no,
just spun ZLM.
Joshy ZLM.
He just spun ZLM entirely. And Cohen's gonna have the podium. He's just spun ZLM.
That is the mentality of a champion right there.
But he's gonna get a huge penalty off of that for spinning him. I mean,
this is a damage limitation weekend for McLaren, I have to say.
Oh man,
But little
Cabbage is
plays as he
very
starts into the final sector of this racetrack, will be gripping his wheel with delight as long as he holds it in the last couple of corners.
And if there's any day
If-
you want to be happy as a new team principal, Laura's gonna be very ecstatic in her
and a
second
day where
race
race.
is coming into
Mercedes
this
need a win
weekend.
as well.
Little plays really didn't expect to win this. As he turns the final corner, Little Plays wins the Singapore Grand Prix for the first time in his career of RRL. Take a bow, you young man.
Cabbage
done.
P2, Cohen. I
Cabbage
would
P2,
assume
Cohen
net
3.
P3. Joshy
Yeah,
doesn't
Josh
show.
takes
and-
P2. He takes the podium, but he unfortunately will not keep it.
ZLM
I
holds
would
off
imagine.
to P5. M&H, that gamble did not work. He's gonna hold on to P6, but yeah, that move between Joshy and ZLM on the last lap, that's gonna be definitely to the steward's office. I can definitely tell you that. Ollie Matthews now takes the fast lap.
And I mean, just wow. And if Lil Please made them work, what do you think? Could M&H maybe have done it, right? So long term, if a penalty comes through, you will have Cohen on the podium. Maybe ZLM, depending on how big that penalty is. It just depends on whose fault it was. But ZLM is very upset.
Yeah, he is crashing out. I heard.
I can confirm that he is really upset.
Oh, he is crashing out. He's just pissed off this Brit.
And what a day for some drivers here.
Upset.
I mean, a bunch of just happy lads on the podium. Some more ecstatic than others. As Ollie Matthews, it says Ollie Matthews took the fastest lap. He did. He took it from M&H last minute.
Mission star. Little Plays can be happy.
Yeah, and we'll
Yeah, that's a must-need win for Mercedes too, and he is.
and he served it right to him.
Yeah, he's been probably one of the most quiet drivers in Div 2 right now, and he's been slept on. Look at that.
And we will
4 out of the 3.
we'll go jump into the interviews and see what's up. As there's a lot to talk about. I mean, just what a race.
Yeah, that was the race I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. That's all. I mean, that's all I have to say is just wow.
I actually like my bottle.
Mate, how have you done that? All right.
I don't know.
We'll jump into interviews. Oh boy, fucking race, man.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Piss off, man. Honestly.
Moment of the race, my bottle job.
Let's go, Thomas. I just saw you crash in front of me and I said, what the fuck is it doing?